Hey everyone, I'm Jay and I do stuff, and I need your help. I have this project near and dear to me that I've been working on for quite a while now. It's called Kirby's Adventures in Dreamland. Now, what is Kirby's Adventures in Dreamland? It's pretty much a fanfiction I'm making. Now before you go and press that back button, no, there is no romance, no shipping, and there aren't any primary fan characters. This series plays it pretty safe in that it's basically Kirby going on goofy adventures and causing mischief along the way. Think of it as, what if Deke made a Kirby cartoon in the same fashion as the Super Mario Bros. Super Show or Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, etc. Remember when I redrew that Kirby Masterpiece video? Adventures in Dreamland is basically going to be in that sort of style. Now, here's where you come in, the viewer. To do this, I'm going to need people to help voice the characters, because I'm terrible at voice acting, as you can probably already hear. And I also kinda suck at depicting voices, so I'm gonna mostly rely on different impressions for the voices I want. If you're interested in joining, my email's in the description. Just comment on what character you want and send me an email with a WAV file with your impression. A couple of recommendations though. I encourage people to use the program Audacity for recording. It's a free download and it has lots of different features for voice enhancement. Also, if at all possible, I highly recommend using a mic with a Y cable plugin. This will make your voice sound much clearer and will drown out any background noise. And without further ado, let's get to the voices. This voice may be a pretty strange choice, if not a bit controversial, but just hear me out. I'd like Kirby to have a voice like the one he has in the old Flash series Perfect Kirby, if you've ever seen that.
Hey Ian, you like doing something crazy? Fine! Fun of my own. Hey Phil! Where do you keep the gun?
He'd have a pretty average sounding voice, with a dim-witted, happy-go-lucky personality. For King Dedede, I wanted something close to the voice he has in the games, namely Super Smash Bros. The closest I could come up with was either a really exaggerated Richard Nixon impression, or Vinesauce's Joel's old man voice.
I would think such a place might have some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider, a fair exchange, I believe. Go on, fetch me any treasure you find inside the shrine. I am looking forward to your successful return.
Basically, I want him to sound really blubbery and deep, with a loud and bossy personality to boot. I wanted Meta Knight's voice to be like his voice from Super Smash Bros., all deep and menacing. But you know, I wanted to take it one step further. Right now, I'm leaning towards a voice more like Shredder from the 2012 Ninja Turtles series. Or heck, any Kevin Michael Richardson voice for that matter.
Us? You are just a gangster, Don Vizioso. You seem unaware that the power in this city has shifted to me. I already control the Russian mob through Steranko, the Asian gangs via Hun, and the South Americans through Zever. So either declare your allegiance to me, or... Very well, but do not let me see your face ever again.
Meta Knight is usually the opposite of the other Kirby characters' lighthearted, silly nature, and is very serious and cunning. Bandana Waddle Dee, I picture having a younger voice, something like this.
I can't remember. There's no way. I haven't. You don't need to believe me, but I can't remember. I can't remember at all. Yeah, I know that, but I would like it if you would just leave me alone from now on, okay?
Bandana D doesn't start out the most courageous, but is very hardworking and will do anything for King Dedede. To put it blunt, I want Wispy Woods to sound like Morty / Lemongrab.
I'm looking around this place and I'm starting to work up some anxiety about this whole thing.
All right. Heed my instructions! Take off your things!
Whoa, settle down, lemon grease.
I am not grease! This is unacceptable!
I don't know, Rick. He seems like a real flop sweaty sort of douchebag.
I think it would fit my version of him very well. Being the first boss of every game, Wispy Woods is kind of a wimp, and he's always getting beaten up by Kirby for some arbitrary reason. Okay, so there are some characters that I don't have specific voice choices for, but I'll try to elaborate on them as best to my ability. First up is Fan. I picture him having a voice that sounds like an elephant. You know, that noise they make. I wonder if that could be incorporated into a full voice. The next voice I have is for a WADDLE dressed as a director. For him, I want a voice that sounds strict and demanding. For Moonja, he has sort of a younger voice like Bandana D. For him, he's a ninja in training, so he's a bit inexperienced. Next up is Biospark and an evil ninja. Biospark would sound like a wise ninja sensei, and the evil ninja would sound just like that, but with a darker demeanor. Last up are two very minor roles for Gao Gao and a caterpillar. For Gao Gao, talk with a sort of a nasally voice, or talk like how a furry maybe would. For the caterpillar, try to go for something higher pitched, since it is only a bug. But yeah, those are all the characters I have voices in mind for now. It'd be really great to hear some impressions from you guys. But until then, I'll see you later.